mouse, or that screen phone, you're watching Spread Those Wings.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Spread Those Wings, episode 232. I'm not even looking up. I'm convinced that's the right number.
At this point, they're Pokemon numbers.
Yeah,
Gen 2.
This is definitely a Suicune, probably. This week we found a new location, kind of off the cuff. Never heard of it before. The cool thing is, all of their subs are named after dogs.
Oh, that's cool. They did have a sign out front that had like dogs on it. I thought it was a pet grooming place.
Well, it's not. It's Hoagie Hound. I stumbled upon it on Yelp. My best friend for when I need to find wings and I'm lazy. Because as of late, we've been recording on really weird days.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, there's not a lot of places open on Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, so Hoagie Hound, they had like, dude, their menu's wild.
Yeah.
They had like the massive mound of meat.
Ooh, that was my nickname in high school.
You're right, but they had some weird like, I gotta try to pull this up. Like some of these names of like meals were pretty fucking wild here, and they're big video gamers. You can buy a video game when you order food. They made their own video game. The massive Panzerotti. I don't know what the hell that is. Some regular name stuff, but then you get like the subs are named after dogs again. The Cane Corso Carnivore, the German Shepherd Special, the Bulldog Sub, the Husky Hero. Husky Hero? We know a guy now who goes by the Husky Hero. We do. That's Gary Threat's nickname on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
I wonder if Gary's somehow affiliated, since they do have a Twitch affiliation here. But nonetheless, excited to try Hoagie Hound. Had a medium, a Carolina Gold, and an extra hot. The extra hot smells delicious. And I guess without further ado, it looks like it's homemade blue cheese.
Yeah, excited.
So here we go.
Surprisingly crispier than I thought it was going to be.
I gotta work on eating these wings fast.
You have to eat them fast?
I gotta work on eating them fast.
Oh.
Gotta prepare for Wingfest. Day 1, 4/15, be there. Not gonna tell you why, just be there. That is really crispy.
It doesn't look crispy, that's the thing.
I'll start us off.
A succulent Chinese meal?
I'll go with a 9 on the crisp. Like, that's holy shit crisp. I'm gonna go with a 6.5 on the meat. Neither of those flats were very large. The meat score was solely based on the size as well, because the crisp did not take away from the like tenderness. It wasn't dry. Amount of sauce, it's gonna be a 6. It absorbed into the wings heavily on this one. Flavor is a 6.5, like kind of a very basic medium. Price before tip, it was like $1.65 a wing. I'm gonna grade on what I'm hoping these two are. I'm gonna give it a 7. It'll be a 70 for me.
I am pleasantly surprised by the quality of the wing. Crisp, I'm gonna go with a 9. Like, it doesn't get much crispier than that, especially on like a medium wing. I really enjoyed that. Meat, 6.5. I had the biggest drum in there, and it wasn't much bigger than everything else. That's the only complaint I have, is get bigger wings.
Your vendor sucks.
Sauce, I will go with an 8. I think the amount of sauce on there is fine. It blended inside the wing. It's a drier medium sauce. Some people might not like it, but I think because of the crisp, I'm gonna pass on, or give it a pass for not having as much sauce. Flavor, I'll go with an 8. I think It's got a decent flavor to it. It's got a tiny kick for a medium. It's very cool. Blends well with the blue cheese, and then I'm gonna go with a 7 on the price. It's about what most places are charging, so it's in that. It's not like an upper echelon where it's charging $2 a wing, but
77 for you. I did not mention that, but the blue cheese is very good. I do like their blue cheese. On to these Carolina Gold Wings. These are smothered in gold sauce. They're hot.
temperature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go one without blue cheese first.
Same. They're very tangy.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't like about Carolina Golds is they get stuck in my mustache hairs.
I'm glad I just trimmed my mustache up. Because this is a very sticky Carolina Gold.
Mm-hmm. I can go.
Go for
I
it.
just wanted to finish that second link. I think it's a pretty solid Carolina Gold. Carolina Gold can be a tough flavor to do because you got to mix a lot of stuff in the right way. Not my most favorite Carolina Gold, but definitely a very decent one, passable at best.
I think that's the proper way to say it, too.
Crisp, I'm still going to go with a 9 on the crisp, but for me, it's just as crispy as the other one, if maybe a little less, but it's not noticeable where I'm going to take any points off.
And the fact that it's a barbecue wing, if you're going to retain the crisp, that's impressive.
Meat, 6.5. It's just the same size. It's my only really gripe about it. Sauce, I'll go with an 8.5. I like the amount of sauce on there. It's covered in sauce. There's a lot of wing sauce on the bottom as well. You can dip. Flavor, I'll go with a 7.5. I think it's pretty average, but nothing to write home about. But definitely a good wing. I would order those. And the price, I'm going to go with a 7. Keep it the same. It's a 7.
Literally keep it the same. Yeah, I'm gonna pretty well follow your ideology here. I'm gonna go with a 9 on the price or on the crisp. Like, excuse me. Across the board, these were as crispy as the mediums, and they were loaded down with barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go up to a 7 for the meat. My wings were a little bit fatter in that box. Maybe it was just like, maybe when the medium sauce got in, it shrank a little. I don't know. I did win a little bit on that category. Amount of sauce, I'm going to go with an 8.5. Definitely a bit more than the medium. I enjoyed that. Flavor, I'm going to go 7.5. Like, that is the bare bones, like, you got what you ordered. Mm-hmm. Like, that is the college version of C's get degrees. Like, you knew what you wanted, you aimed for average, you got average.
Right.
You knew what you had, you got what you got. But, like, would I pay for that again? If cooked that way, absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to go 7.5 on the price. I'll come in with a 79 for that. Extra hot. They smelled really good when we opened the box before.
They do.
And they're glowing
yeah.
red. Now, does that mean they're just going to be Franks? I don't know.
I can already feel it's not as crispy.
Makes my mouth water.
It's got some kick.
Yeah?
It's not going to knock your socks off, but it does. It's got some kick to it. It does make my nose run though. That's even passable for like a suicide.
That's the first one I think I can tell is a guaranteed, like, not an out-of-bottle sauce.
Right.
I really like it, actually.
And if it is, it's something that, it's like a Sgt. Pepper's, something like that. We're like to get it specialty.
I could just keep eating those right now.
I know.
I'm going to go with an 8 on the crisp. Like, it was still pretty crispy. Meat is going to be a 6.5. They weren't as big again. Amount of sauce is an 8.5. Like, that's what I want on an extra hot Suicide's Hots. Flavor, I'm going to go 9. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I would go 8.5 on price. I would go back for that. That's going to be an 81 for me.
I did enjoy this wing. I would consider that like borderline suicide level. For the average person, excuse me,
James Engel,
for the
what do
average
you do?
person who doesn't like hot wings, it's pretty hot.
I'm sweating a little right now.
But it's manageable and I can eat a bunch of them. I do like it. Crisp, I agree. I'm going to go with an 8.5. It just knocks it down just a bit. Meat, I'm going to go with what I've been going with, 6.5. Sauce, I'll go with an 8. Amount of sauce on there is fine. Flavor, I'll go with an 8.5. I like the heat. It's not just a regular hot sauce. They do something to it. It's got some kick. And I'm going to go with 7.5 on the price because I would pay for those over probably the medium and these. And I really did enjoy that. It's a 78.
Man, fucker's got my nose running.
Yeah, it definitely cleared my sinuses.
I'm sweating.
I'm always sweating. I'm like the Hulk that's sweaty.
Of the bulk. I could definitely use this celery. Oh, it's a carrot. Surprise. Ruby agrees. Surprise. Gary, you want to start?
Yeah. TikiChopTikiPro.squarespace.com. That's where all of our podcasts, past, current, and future, will be. All of our sponsors are on there as well. Speaking of sponsors, Nikki Tutu Scoops was there recently. Death by Peanut Butter. Had to leave immediately because I was going to have Death by Poopy. That was unrelated.
Not the Death by Poopy.
Chicken_dippin' on Instagram. Use code 716. Get 50% off on your awesome ramekins. Wingfest is almost coming up. He'll be at Wingfest.
We'll be golfing with him.
Yeah. That'll do it for me. You can finish it off.
Shout out Jeanette at the Beauty Parlor. Hit her or her sister up. Her sister specializes in brow and permanent makeup, I believe. Jeanette will just make you look pretty. It's a little hot right now.
It's got aftercare, or like after linger.
It lingered.
But I wanted to get some of the celery. I've been craving celery. I'm not a carrot guy.
Shout out Unhinged and Untethered. I heard one of the guys on that show is in an eating contest at Wingfest. I heard one of the guys on this show also might be in an eating contest on Wingfest. And it might not be the same guy. That's even cooler. Shout out Total Talkover. Hopefully we'll bring that back one day. Shout out to there's a draft in here. Hopefully bring that back next month. Hammering in those details now. Shout out to my daughter Ruby. She's saying da 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 da. She doesn't know what it means, but she sounds real cute doing it. Shout out to each and every one of you guys still watching the show. I think that'll do it. Until next time, guys. Gary, you keep on spreading those wings. We're gonna spread your legs. Peace out.